We are back. Top 5 FPL pickups for you. Game week 4. This is a little transfer special, so all these players will be available on your waiver wire. And number 1, what you put in there, Xavi Simons to Spurs. West Ham away. What a great fixture for him to start with. Last season in the Bundesliga, 25 appearances, 10 goals, 7 assists. Spurs have the easiest run in the next 5 games, so a nice way for him to settle in. Thomas Frank last season took Mikkel Damsgaard into a new level of player in this number 10 role, and Xavi Simons will be doing the similar job at Tottenham. Damsgaard, for reference, last season got 2 goals, 11 assists. Xavi Simons, I expect to do a bit better. Spurs will be scoring more, and Xavi Simons, I think, bit of a better operator than Mikkel Damsgaard personally. But he's been a player talked about all across Europe for a couple years now, and you can see why he is a classy operator in that number 10 role. So I'd look to get him in. I don't think he's going to have much competition from Papsar, and obviously Maddison is out injured. The next player, look at this crazy man, Woltemade, 69 million pound, 69 million pound record signing for Newcastle. Wolves at home in his first game. 12 goals, 2 assists last year off 28 appearances in the Bundesliga. He's got a very easy start, obviously, with Wolves at home. Do I expect him to start? I think that depends on Johan Wissa. That has also come in. Those two being the Isak replacements, let's say. I think Woltemade for the long term will be the better pick. But Wissa, obviously, it depends on his fitness, I'd say, for this one if Woltemade starts. Wissa knows the league. He's been there. I think Eddie Howe would prefer starting him at the start in the league and use Woltemade in the cup competitions just so he can adapt to the Premier League a bit better. Obviously, some of these players can take some time, but Woltemade, like I said, long-term pick, I think is absolutely fantastic. Record signing for Newcastle. Third player, Gianluigi Donnarumma, coming into Manchester City. I think it's a no-brainer. Best keeper in the world. He's got United at home in his first fixture, little Manchester derby. New keeper, it should be mentioned on the other side, is Manchester United. If you needed second choice keeper, I would definitely look at picking him up as well. But for this Donnarumma, third choice, I'd say, get him in. I don't see much competition from James Trafford. Trafford's had a shaky start, which is why I think they've gone in. Donnarumma, best shot stopper in the world. I don't expect him to be benched to Trafford personally. And I think it instantly makes the Manchester City defence better. I think if you've got any City assets in defence, that instantly raises that floor. I think also if you are looking for a trade, maybe going in for a Manchester City defender could be a bit more of a viable option now. The fourth player, he is not at Chelsea anymore. He is at Aston Villa. It is Jadon Sancho. Everton away in his next game. Last season only managed 3 goals, 5 assists at Chelsea. Not a great return, but Unai Emery got the best out of Marcus Rashford, as we saw in the back end of last season. Jadon Sancho, I could see the exact same thing happening. Emery is an absolutely quality coach and gets the best out of his players. Sancho's best season ever. I mean, it was 5 years ago, but 17 goals, 17 assists. There's a player in there. So if Unai Emery can unlock him, I expect him to play on that left wing. He could get a link up with Ollie Watkins. That obviously would be fantastic for me, a Watkins owner, and hopefully if any of you also have him. Harvey Elliott, it should be mentioned, came in as well, but I expect him to play on the right-hand side. Harvey Elliott is also a viable option as a pickup. I just prefer Jadon Sancho as they've been struggling a bit on that left-hand side. I know Morgan Rogers can play on that left-hand side and has before, and John McGinn, but it looks like Emery wants an out-and-out winger now, and that's the way the league's sort of going. Talking about another winger, and Fulham, obviously I've got to talk about Fulham. If we've got a new record signing, he's coming into the video. It is Kevin. Leeds at home. Last season, he only managed 6 goals, 4 assists in the league. But so far this season, they played Europa League qualifiers, and he's managed 4 goals and 2 assists in Europa League qualifiers. So the quality's there. Tom Kearney's been waxing lyrical about him in the last week. Marco Silva's always, I thought, had a very good eye for players that he's got in at Fulham. He was the one that he wanted, the sort of statement signing. So we've got him in. Marco should get the best out of him, I'd hope. It may be a bit more of a slow burner just because he's adapting to the Premier League and could take some time, but I don't see an issue with him breaking into this Fulham team and starting. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, comment down below any players you would like to see in the upcoming videos and I should look out for, and subscribe for game week 5 and onwards for the rest of the season to make sure you get your pickups and you win your game weeks.